Yeah, I think you're seeing that come through. I mean, we've been a very tight unit for the last couple of years now, really, and we're seeing guys that are getting used to winning and used to celebrating each other's success, and that's a great thing. But you know, what I would say is that at the start of the series, we said the only way we'll win the Ashes is through 11 guys performing. We can't rely on one or two, and we've seen some good performances from a number of different people so far on this tour. And we're in a good position now because a lot of our batters are in good form, the bowlers are bowling well, but we need to make sure that we don't take our foot off the pedal, because you know, we know that Australia are going to come back at us hard, and if we give them any sort of way back into the series, they'll take it.
And you said to the Gavin that the guys had a couple of quiet periods after that tour.
Well, it's a bit earlier in the day, so...
the world, didn't he?
No, look, we'll celebrate. As I said, we'll celebrate the success because we should do, and we've worked very hard to achieve it. But you know, come tomorrow morning, we arrive in Melbourne. It's heads back on and continue our planning for that Perth Test match.
Tim, do you think now, pound for pound, you've proved that you are just a better team than Australia?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's a 5-match series, and what you do in the first 2 matches only counts for so much. So, and the only time we could say that is if we've won the Ashes, which we won't be doing for a while yet. So, I think what we've shown so far is that you know, the guys are in good form, and that we can play out in Australia, which maybe there were some question marks about beforehand. But as is always the case, consistency is everything.
Front row and then Lawrence.
Broad injured and going back to England, who now becomes the favourite to take over the bowling spot there?
I don't think there is one at the moment. I mean, all 3 of the, you know, Shazad, Bresnan and Tremlett did well against Australia A. They all had moments where they looked very threatening. So the likelihood is all 3 of those are playing Melbourne, and we'll see which one of them is looking the most potent and the most suited for Perth, which is going to be important as well. You know, what happens in Melbourne will have some effect, but we've got to think what bowler is most likely to take wickets in Perth.
How big a loss is Stuart Broad? Have you had a chance to have a word with him yet?
I spoke to him. You know, it was pretty clear last night that was what was likely to happen. So, you know, I had a couple of words with him. He's distraught, and you know, I think we're all distraught that he's going to be leaving us, because he's a big part of our side, not just on the field but off the field too. You know, he's been one of the mainstays of our bowling attack for a while now, and he's got all the right ingredients to bowl well in Australia as well. So yeah, we're devastated for him, but the show moves on, and those other 3 have got a chance to stake a claim and have a big impact on the series themselves now as well.
Up the back and the joke.
Kev, obviously a fantastic match with you, double 100 and an all-important wicket last night. Which one was more satisfying first, and how satisfying just the win in general?
I think the best feeling is walking into the dressing rooms having won this Test match. 4 years ago was a very, very horrible dressing room to walk into, a very quiet dressing room, a very negative dressing room, and not as united as the dressing room is at the moment. So individual performances obviously add to a team victory, and I think the team victory today is incredible. It's the best feeling, no matter who takes the wickets or who gets the runs. The victory in Australia, I haven't had one, Strauss hasn't had one in Test match cricket, and it's a great feeling, and we're going to enjoy it, but we're not going to get complacent, because we know as soon as complacency sets in, as Strauss says, it bites you. So the good things English cricket have been doing over the last few months or couple of years is that we haven't been complacent, and we're on our jobs.
Kevin, one of the factors in the cricket positive just now is that throughout the series, Australia haven't seen even likely to take 20 English wickets as a batch. That must give you enormous sorts of confidence wherever the bowlers are going to be.
Yeah, it does, and it's been a long time coming, because there's been a few of the players who have been in nick, and then a couple that have been out of nick. And I can honestly say that all our players are in nick at the moment. You can see by the way Pryor batted at 7 yesterday. I mean, he's in pretty good nick as well. So it's just a case of waiting for your opportunity to bat, and when you get that opportunity, you try and take it. It's an amazing feeling. It's a very, very special feeling. I mean, I spoke about it before the test or the other day about the goosebumps that I got walking through the airport at Heathrow. and I know there were quite a few of us who thought, wow, this is something pretty good. We're quietly confident we could do a lot better than we did last time round, and the feeling walking into the rooms now is a very, very special feeling. Winning a test match is a special feeling. Winning one in Australia against Australia in an Ashes series is pretty special, but we've got time to obviously enjoy it for the next 24 hours or so, and then we've got to get our heads on, because we've by no means finished an Ashes series. We've got 3 test matches which we're going to have to play very good cricket in order to win.
Yeah, I mean, as Kevin said, we arrived here thinking we could do well, but until you actually win a game of cricket out here, you're never 100% sure. You know, we took some real confidence out of the way we finished in Brisbane. But I think the most pleasing thing about this game was it was a pretty complete performance. You know, you look back on it and you think, well, our batting was as good as I've seen. Our bowling was high quality, and our fielding was good. So, you know, that's going to be the template moving forward, and we can't lower our standards from that.